Try this what if once and only once. And I swear to my fucking God, if I get fucking interrupted one more goddamn time, and this is the first video I've made today, but I've been being interrupted every single time I'll try to make a video for you guys. I'ma just post the unfinished version at that point. Now, I'm wondering whether I should do Deku or Naruto. Fuck it. I'm gonna do Deku. Okay, so Zuku Midoriya. Now, he was born with a vast amount of power. Actually, he was born as the reincarnation of Titus. Now, if you haven't seen Magi, The Adventures of Sinbad, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But basically, Titus was the reincarnation of a Magi, which a Magi is basically like a god. Now, he didn't have a high chance of surviving. Actually, he had a 0% chance of surviving because he was a clone. And he was dying day by day, but he wanted to stay with a child. Pause. He wasn't a pedophile, but I mean, like, he wanted to spend his days having having a kid like thing. So he pleaded and pleaded, then he ended up dying. And then he got reincarnated as a Magi. So he was reincarnated as a real person again. So yeah. So basically, I'm gonna say about 1,000 plus fuck years have passed. All the fucking metal vessels have been melted down and basically turned into just magma magical with a magical aura. Now, he would be born into the world, and I'm gonna give him an official mom because Moggies don't actually get a mom, but I want him to have a mom for my own reasons. Now, he grows up like a normal child, except most people can't hurt him. And also, he seems to see these white, yellowish butterflies called rook. Now, white rook, well, rook is the impersonation of life and or death, but black rook is death and destruction. So, he can see both of them, but he draws power from the white rook. Now, one day, Bakugo hits him with an explosion. And why do I always start it off with Bakugo hitting him with an explosion? Because I can, and I'm your dad. Fuck is you talking about? Now, as I was saying, yeah, he basically hits him with an explosion, and it doesn't hurt him at all. But then Bakugo tries to hit him with another, and another, and another, and another. And this is when he learns about his quirk after he becomes an asshole. No, he just keeps on trying this day by day by day. Eventually it turns into years, and it gets all the way to well, not college, to middle school. Now, he would do this every single day to just scare Zuko, since he's scared easily. But one day, Bakugo got exceptionally angry, because on accident, he accidentally knocked into his desk at lunchtime and spilt his green tea onto his papers that he spent hours working on. Which I get that anybody would probably beat someone's ass for this, but at least talk it out. Now, he hit him with explosion after explosion after explosion. And all, fuck. Basically, all Izuku could say was, you realize those explosions won't work. They're not nearly powerful enough to break my barrier. Now, another thing about him. Well, about the world. Humans have, well, uh, most of the world is magicians at this point. Only fewer humans, which they call quirkless. Now, they can't tell the difference except for the one ability. For all they can explore a bunch of other abilities, but, they keep to one since literally no one knows where their origins come from. Now, he keeps on doing this and doing this and doing this, and eventually he's hitting up with constant explosions. Not like he's hitting him with one explosion, then instantly going with another Hendo. He's using an explosion on two areas, basically pushing down the shield with the explosions and blunt force. Now, the the force field starts to get lower and lower and lower and lower to the point where at this point Izuku's worried for his life because his shield could crush him to death if Bakugo kept on doing this and or smother him. Now, eventually he kicks Bakugo off of him and Bakugo comes flying back, but this time he doesn't use a regular explosion over and over and over. No, he uses an explosion so powerful it sends Izuku through the window. He looks down inside of complete shock and then, bam, he wakes up inside of a hospital. He then discovers it's been 2 months. That was the last day of school when all of that happened. So he's kind of bummed out that he couldn't train his abilities. But he's also bummed out that Bakugo didn't catch a case, because my G, he could have given him brain damage or killed him. Now, he then starts to try and get stronger. Cause here's the thing. He can use low ranked magic, but the thing about his magic is whenever he tries to use it, it doesn't really end up hurting anything. One time, he shot out a blue flame that literally was cold. A flame was cold. So he started working and working and working and working and working on his body. Now, 7 months into the training, which, yes, this builds up to 9 months out of the 10 months, he then tries out his magic. Not because he knows anything about it, but because he's wondered maybe he just needed to store power since every single day he would try out his magic. He would then shoot off a fireball, and the fireball would be so gigantic that it melted a car at the beach instantly before it even touched the car, which he's shocked. He then tries to hold back, but this then again happens. So he spends the last remaining month working on control. Now, his mom gives him something that somehow just appeared in their life and they could never get rid of, because every single time they did, it would always find its way back to him. They then give him a handkerchief. But they basically say, okay, so this handkerchief is basically a flying carpet, my nigga. And they pull the handkerchief, and the handkerchief turns into a giant flying carpet. Now, of course, he's shocked by this, and then he jumps on and then starts flying upwards. And then he realizes, how am I gonna get down? He then screams, how am I gonna get down? How am I gonna get down? Okay, skip. Now, the day of the school, well, the day of of but after the training, the school day. Now he would go inside the building, and he would see a baddie, like straight. She's straight, like she got the fatty. Like that's all I can say. She got the booty. Now he looks up, and it's Momo. Nope, Froppy. Froppy. I'm gonna make this a Froppy ship. Why a Froppy ship? Cause I can think of so many. Never mind. Anyway, anyway, uh, basically, he then proceeds to go over to her. Now, a boy then stops her with glasses on and a booster quirk, which from this booster quirk he instantly realized who it was. This man then says, "I'm sorry, but I cannot let you go over there." And then Azuku says, "I'm sorry, but if you don't let me go over there, you're gonna have to run me them fades. You're gonna have to run me them hands. I'm a Sasuke style you. Them eyes, I need that. Your girl, she got fucked. Your reputation destroyed. My nigga, he is not playing games. Fuck is you talking about?" Now, Ida Ida then says, "Is that a threat?" And then he says, "No, no. Of course it's not. That's a goddamn promise. Now get the fuck out my face." And he moves to the side, and Ida moves to the side. Now he then says, "Evidently, you didn't think I was serious, so I'm gonna have to beat your fucking ass and show you that I'm about them hands." Ida then gets ready to fight, but before he could even do anything, he looks downwards, and he sees electricity going towards his body. He can't react because, well, electricity is electricity. I mean, like, your body can't react to that no matter what type of quirk you have. Your body cannot react faster than electricity. Even to move your body the slightest bit, you would be lucky to do. That would mean you're extremely fast. Now, he would be hit by this lightning and fall to the ground. Now, everybody sees this, and he's coughing, and everybody's just basically like, is he sick? Is there something wrong with him? And he goes over to Froppy, and he starts talking to her. She's like, "Look here, my guy. Them eyes is thirsty. Your pants is looking kind of bold, if you know what I mean. Your reputation, if you talk to me, destroyed. What I'm going to do to you is going to destroy everything that you know, my nigga." Except she doesn't say nigga because, racism still exists in this world. And he basically says, "So I heard from the guys over there that you give excellent Laffy Taffy." Now, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. He says, "I'm about to berserker style you. I'm about to Tokyo Ghoul style you, if you know what I mean, man." Now, he then proceeds to get closer to her. And she's like, "Wow, you're bold. Okay, bet. After this shit is over, we can go on a date or whatever if you're one of those people that need to be in love to do the thing with the thing, to berserker, if you know what I mean." Now, I'm talking about the anime Berserker. Now, a lot of people know what I mean by Berserker, but I don't give a fuck. Now, he says, "No, we could go right now. I mean, like, they call me the 20-meter defeater, my nigga." Now, they go into the bathroom, and let me just tell you, it was sounding like a ski mask song. "I'm gonna make a H2O out that hoe." Like, That shit was fucking. People thought there was a leak, my nigga. People thought there was an accident in the bathroom. Fuck is you talking about? So they then come out the bathroom and they go out one at a time. Froppy goes out first, because you know ladies first. And then 10 minutes after, Azuka goes out. Now, this is gonna lead this shit up. I'm just kidding. I ain't gonna do you guys like that. Now, the test person then basically after the test, yeah, I didn't include that they did the test because I always include it and it just wastes time. Now, after they, did that, he then says, okay, since I already explained it to you and you bitch ass niggas better have been paying attention. 3, 2, 1. I don't know why I'm counting the villains, so I'll tell you when to go. Go! And let me just tell you, this nigga looks like the Flash. No cap. Like he was out of there. He used lightning to increase his body speed along with wind. He also used the water inside of the ground, basically lifting it through stone and floating on the water at the same time, basically making him so fast that people can barely see him. Now robots just have molten hot metal coming from them. Nobody knows what happened. All they saw was something red, and then that part of the robot just disappeared. Now, robots are being hit by lightning indoors, my nigga. So people are confused as fuck. Until, a few 20 more, and then he has to stop for Rook. Cause he might have worked out and done the whole fucking thing that Aladdin did, but Aladdin took a whole fucking year, my guy. I said 9 months in, so we only got 7 months. He didn't get a full year. So, he didn't get to really do the full OP training thing. Now, let me just tell you, this 0 point fight is about to be fire. Now, Uraka gets stuck, and Froppy tries to help her, but she also gets stuck. Now, after this happened, Azuku wasn't paying attention, so someone else tried to save her. And you know what? Just for the hell of it, I'm putting in Momo. I think we all know where this is about to go. Now, the robot's getting ready to step on them, and before it does, Azuku gets right under the robot's foot. Basically, his shield stopping it stepping on him. Now, he then throws the robot off of them with pure strength alone from increasing the Mogoi, the Mogoi fucking thing within his body. Basically, increasing the amount of Mogoi he could hold inside of his body and putting Mogoi in his body at the same time, basically increasing his strength. Now, he then flies up into the air. Giant swords made out of lightning, water bullets, fucking wind blades, and fucking, I'm gonna say, fireballs that look like the truth-seeking balls from Naruto right behind him. And he combines them and it makes a black orb. He then says, okay, I'm gonna completely make this one up. He then screams out, while I was training, I decided to try and make something different, something never seen by humans. And then he says, total decimation magic. And he points it at the robot, and Uraka, Momo, and fucking Froppy are fucking out of there, my nigga. Now, he shoots it at them. When I tell you, it got so close to killing everybody there. It got so close to killing everybody there. You know what I mean. Now, What I mean by this is, it got so close to them that the heat alone, the heat, like, not the explosion got close to them, but the heat from the explosion almost killed them. Now, no, there isn't any nuclear fission or fusion from this giant blast. It was literally just combining natures. Now, he floats back down and takes back his handkerchiefs and puts it back, on his chest. Now, everybody's just shocked. Time skip after they're all taken to the nurse's office. They just start to put the beds together. They don't say a single word. They just all begin to put the beds together. Now, Izuku then lays on the bed, and all I'm saying is he's getting Tokyo Ghoul style Kaneki and fucking I forgot what her name was, but basically he was getting Tokyo Ghoul style, and then and then um and then Momo joined in, and then no Uraraka joined in, and then Momo, kind of scared because she's proper like that, joins in too. And when I tell you, it was the most, like, I don't even know how to explain it, my nigga. Like, it was not a drought. They chose drip or drown. He chose drown, my nigga. I mean, like, my nigga was on some YK Osiris. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. Type beats. Now, I'm gonna end it off here. Few bitch ass niggas want another what if. Fuck you. I'm making another one right after this. Shut the fuck up. Do not fucking come to me asking for new what ifs. Shut the fuck up. Bye, and don't fucking die, I guess. I don't give a fuck. Goodbye.